Philippine Institute of Certified Quantity Surveyors or PICQS brings you another session of Patch. Join us as we feature the APC Journey of Engineer Mark Paredes from PICQS Philippine Chapter with his case study, Infrastructure Project Design Improvement Works. Join your hosts AJ Paredes and Paul Vera live via Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube channel on Saturday, February 8, 2025, 4 p.m. Manila time. See you!
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. I'm Arlene Joy Paredes, or AJ, National Secretary of and Board of Trustees of PICQS, and I'm delighted to welcome all of you on our 17th session of Patch. So PICQS APC Talks channel, or Patch, is here to provide overviews about the Chartered and Certified Professionals APC Journey, PICQS structured training, and every quantity surveyors' road to becoming QS professionals to maximize their career potential. So it is a great Saturday evening here in Auckland, New Zealand, and I look forward to this Patch session as our featured guest is one of our newly passed corporate member from the Philippine chapter. But before that, let me call in my partner host for this session, joining us live from Dubai. So he was actually here previously in our previous Patch session. He was our 14th Patch guest, being the Global Committee Head of PICQS Structured Training Preparation for APC for Beginners 2 or PAP2. And he has been actively participating as a mentor in the PICQS Mentors League. Let's all welcome, without further ado, Paul Anderson Vera. Hi, Paul.
Hi, AJ. Thank you for having me, and hi to everyone. So thank you for tuning in to our 17th session of Patch, which has been featuring different case studies of our corporate members, their challenges, and their success stories. Allow me to share about PICQS. The Philippine Institute of Certified Quantity Surveyors is an all-Filipino QS organization with a global reach. With nearly 14 years from its founding, PICQS has established its base of operations in the Philippines, with active members practicing the profession around the globe. Thus, we've got chapters formed in the UAE, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, North America, Singapore, UK, and for the APAC chapters, we have members residing in New Zealand, Australia, Brunei, Indonesia, and Cambodia. To patch up the needs and raise the value of the profession, PICQS offers structured trainings from level 1 to level 3 and conducts its own APC. With the level of training received by our members through structured trainings and CPDs, PICQS was recognized by other professional bodies where mutual recognition agreements are in play. So whenever you are in the world, wherever you are in the world, membership grades can be recognized by other professional bodies like the RICS, AIQS, NZICQS, and CIQS, just to name a few.
You're correct. Thank you very much, Paul, for that. And yes, apart from that, PICQS has been really in full support and in full throttle in making this happen. In fact, we have a number of trainings that are ongoing. We have the Higher National Certificate in Quantity Surveying, or the HNC in QS, which is a foundation course tailored for undergraduates, the graduates, practitioners looking to pursue a career in quantity surveying. So if in case you find the need to change career, HNC in quantity surveying could be the right course for you. We also have a partnership with the Philippine Contractor Association, or PCA, which is the PCA PICQS Masterclass in Quantity Surveying, which is which provides specialized modules designed for practitioners seeking advanced learning opportunities in quantity surveying. Apart from that, we also have the Certificate in QS Part 1 and Part 2, which is a comprehensive structured training program for the underpinning knowledge and application in QS competencies, and as well as professional development in QS, which is for honing or for an intensive preparation program for APC, focused on written submissions, SOE case study, enhancing presentation skills through mock interviews, structured Q&A, all these for the members. So our structured trainings are open for members. And of course, we also have the TESDA MCC, which is an extensive 120 hours training in quantification and costing of works. Apart from that, we have multiple partnerships with construction companies who invite us to deliver the standards of the profession to their employees. So isn't that a very wonderful objective, and we are being true to the mission and vision of PICQS.
That's
Okay,
right,
so
AJ.
before we proceed with our formal interview and to introduce our featured guest, let's take a look at our some few news for our viewers. Let us play. Wow. There you go.
So, speaking of trainings, AJ, thank you for sharing us what PICQS can offer. But right now, we have an upcoming CPD.
Yes.
The video is rolling. Okay. So, once again, we have an upcoming CPD entitled Introduction to Embodied Carbon for Quantity Surveyors, which will be held on the 22nd of February, 3 p.m. Manila time. This will be delivered by Engineer Raymond Chan, who is the BD engineer of One Click LCA for Asia Pacific. Also, on 28 February, PICQS KSA chapter will host a face-to-face CPD in Hotel 63 featuring two distinguished professionals, Chairman Julie Christie de la Cruz, our very own chair and founder of PICQS, with the topic Early Contractor Involvement, Why and Why Not? And for the second topic, Facilities Management Principles and OPEX Optimization, which will be by Michael Moore. So for details on registration, check out our respective posts in our social media account or get in touch with your respective chapters. Remember, CPDs are open to both members and non-members, so feel free to invite other non-members that you are, your colleagues.
Thank you, Paul. And now, since you have shared with us the CPDs for both open for both members and non-members, this is a pre-registration for all our members who would like to partake in the upcoming P3T Global 2025 Batch 1. So the whole P3T will take place, or the training dates will be from March 2 to April 27. This will be conducted every Sunday, 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So if you're interested, the screens are flashing with the orientation, which will be held on February 16, 2 to 3 p.m. Manila time. Do scan the QR code or go to our social media website to register. Yeah. Also, we have the upcoming PICQS Congress 2025, which will be in Jakarta, Indonesia. This will be from 22 to 26 August 2025. The registration fees are flashed on your screen. This will be a 5-day event and also have a post-Congress and exhibition. And then also, of course, our very own QS Summit 2025, which is in partnership with AQSA. So do save the date. This will be on October 18, 2025, and we would love to see you there. So the whole essence of having our patch is also to share the story of our corporate members and how they have become corporate members, what are the challenges that they have to go through before they can even reach or be successful in obtaining the post nominals that we have as a testament of what they can deliver. Okay, so for that, we would like to congratulate our 2024 PICQS APC passers. We have Adonis Samson Jr. from Philippine Chapter, Mark Eddie Panes from Philippine Chapter, Almajan Amil Ghani from KSA Chapter. We also have from UAE Chapter, Danilo Lumibao, and Jonathan Ongoko from Qatar. Okay, congratulations. And this is not the end, but of course, the beginning of your new adventures.
That's
Okay,
right.
isn't
Thank you. Congratulations.
APC exciting, no?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Always naman.
As always. Okay, so being the head of the PAP2, the Global Committee Head of PAP2, could you share with us what do we have right now, the back end, or what are we? How do we prepare? How do we prepare these APC candidates, and what is happening now?
So again, as a brief for PAP2, PAP2 is basically a training for the candidates that is it's close to their APC interview. So this is more of developing their skill on soft skills on how to communicate or how to run through their interview on a structured manner, how to provide a proper response during your interview, and provide them the right, concise answers that are will make it that will help you pass the interview. We have been developing our PAP2 program for some time now, AJ. And as you will see, the last batch of APC passers, so we've got a good passing rate last year. And we have 5 out of 6 that all of them went through PAP2, and that really shows how effective our program is. And just to share also, if you look at the past years, we've got low pass rates, and we learned from that. The committee applied some lessons learned on how to further develop our candidates or those that enrolled in PAP2. So for me, do not second guess or do not doubt, just take it. And I'm sure that the benefit outweighs any questions that you might have. It is a good value for money, good value for your time. So we will welcome you on the next PAP2 session for sure.
Yes, I think there has been some news going around. One, they lack on the information at the moment or awareness. What is really happening in PAP2? What really happens after P3T and PAP1? Because you can see our 2 sets of structured trainings, P3T and PAP1, they have always been well sought for. Like everybody will be enrolling there. Some would even retake it before they even go to PAP1. But then when it comes to GAMP and then PAP2, that's where I think the gap comes in. Like from 20 to 50 to 100 attendees, you will see the drop in the numbers, and we only have like 6 enrollees for PAP2. It's not only, but because it requires time, I think. Would you agree that this will entail someone's time to be devoted? How bad do you want it?
Yes, that's actually true, AJ. The number speaks for itself.
Yes.
The first part of the trainings, you got hundreds of enrollees. When it comes to GAMP and PAP2, this is where it's getting serious as we move closer to the end. And dedication, number one, it's true. You need to be certain, you need to be dedicated, you need to have a goal in your mind that I'm going to finish my APC, because if you are just taking PAP2 for granted, it will not be effective. we've got experience that some might enroll and just think that it's just for the sake of attendance. No, if you wanna be successful with your APC, take it seriously and learn from every session. Uh, it's always the issue about time allocation, AJ, why some of the candidates and probably being ready. Some people are, you just need to push them. They don't, like Filipinos, our culture, we're shy, we are timid. And unfortunately, that's something not natural for
Right.
Filipinos. So we are also here to help you, to help push you to go for the next stage. So
Mhm.
I guess getting the proper support. That's why we always support our members, and we want to push them to go to the next stage. So it's just, you know, getting yourself decided and get through the process to become the chartered or the certified QS that you always want to be.
Yes. So we have been diligent in providing information. And if you think that you need more information on what is being conducted in GAMP, what is being conducted in PAP2, so GAMP, you have to write your statement of experience. That will be guidance from coming from our mentors. And then going to PAP2, that would be the soft skills enhancement. Like our featured guest this afternoon is actually a testament of how he finds the PAP2 helpful for him to deliver and finish the PICQS APC. So I think without further ado, let's have and welcome him on stage so that we would hear from him firsthand what really his experience was undertaking the PICQS structured training and finally completing it and becoming one of our corporate members. So, our featured guest for this afternoon worked as a mechanical engineer, a professional mechanical engineer in the Philippines. So, he started his job in Qatar as a mechanical detailer and then moved back to Philippines as in practicing the field of mechanical engineering as quantity surveyor and then as supervisor before moving to the world of consultancy and being employed with Hearn and Hearn Consulting as a commercial consultant, and is now working for Emosar Associates as MEP Contracts Engineer and Quantity Surveyor. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome to our virtual stage Engineer Mark Eddie Panes. Hi, Mark. Welcome to
Hello,
Patch.
hello, AJ and Sir Paul. Hello, everyone. Good day to all, and thank you for the invitation and having me here in Patch.
Yes. Okay. So, how excited are you? Thank you for giving us some of your time, your weekend, being here with us.
Thank you, AJ, and I do hope that I will be able to share my insights for this session, particularly on the case study itself.
Mhm. Definitely, no. We're a testament to that. We can't wait to share your answers or the interview proper. So with that, we start with the first question. Okay, take it away,
Okay,
Paul.
so welcome, Mark. Mark, we noticed that you are a registered mechanical engineer in the Philippines. So why did you pursue quantity surveying?
Yes, Sir Paul. So, initially, when I started working in the construction industry, I was mainly working as a quality assurance and control engineer, dealing with mechanical systems before I was given the opportunity to shift into quantity surveying on the succeeding projects that I've handled. So from there, during that time, that was how I was exposed and started working on the profession. And I found that as a QS, you could be it offers flexible opportunities across the project cycle. So you could also be working on the estimation, tendering, and contract administration through final accounts. And I could say that it is also something that I have enjoyed working with. And so I think that was the reasons why I decided to pursue and continue as a QS, and I do believe that it is the ideal career path for me as well.
Okay, I think AJ, Mark likes to work with a lot of people, all the departments. As a normal QS, you always interface with almost all the stakeholders. So, Mark, I think you're a very people person then. So,
I've tried to improve on it as well, Sir Paul.
well, yeah, that's part of being the QS role, right? To get along with a lot of different departments. So, yeah.
Very good. Very well said, Mark. And all. We actually, that's the reason why the next question that we would like to ask you is, having that background, what motivated you then? So now you proceeded, you wanted to pursue quantity surveying. So what motivated you to apply as a member of PICQS, and how did you find out about PICQS?
So I've actually found PICQS through the help of my colleagues. So that is how I decided to apply as a member. And when I was admitted, that's how I found that the PICQS offers the structured training program in APC. And since I am coming from an engineering background, particularly mechanical, and I've learned once working in the industry that the being a QS deals with mostly on estimation and commercial aspects of the project. So I believe that it is something that I need to work on in order for me to improve. And enrolling in the structured trading has really provided and helped me improve these skills. So that was the time that I decided to enroll in P3T and move forward with my APC journey.
That's a good one. Okay, so you were on the right path, I think. So you have colleagues, right, who are also PICQS.
Yes, Miss AJ.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So, with you being a member, and again, you'll also see from your colleagues who are members, what do you think are, or what can you share to our audience, the benefits of being a member of the PICQS?
As a member of PICQS, it offers you the access to structured trainings and the APC. PICQS also provides the continuing educational programs and CPDs. And as a personal experience, during my APC at GAM, this is the time that that I was assigned a mentor who has really helped me a lot in my case study write-ups and statement of experience. So it also offers you the network of QS professionals that can help you develop your skills in the industry.
See, just to share to you, Mark and AJ, Mark was saying or complementing our structured training, which he emphasized as benefits. So I recently attended an assessor training with the RICS 2 weeks ago, and this is just very uplifting to hear from the trainer in RICS complementing how PICQS structured training and APC process is better compared to other institutions or professional bodies. So it's just a bit awkward because I'm the only Filipino and he was pointing that, oh, PICQS, oh, another QS group, another QS. The key comment that was given is that PICQS does not flood or just not dump information on their members or the trainees, but we are more robust. We are more. I think our training is more rigid. It's not just memorization. So we have a dynamic way of training our members. So, Mark, I completely agree with you. That's something that members will benefit the quality and the effectiveness of our training structure training.
Yes. I agree with you, you, Paul, and Mark, 100%. So the structured training, kaya nga, from the name itself, it's a structured training from start. If you start from the level 1, which is the knowing, and you proceed to complete it until the final APC, I think Mark is a very good testament because he was able to finish the whole structured training process in one go. So
Yeah.
from start, you've started your P3T in 2023, right? And then completed your final APC in 2024. So talking about momentum there, and you given that you are fresh from where you were not so new with the field, but you know what you want and you know what you needed. So kudos to you, and it's really a pat on the back on these challenges that you have challenged yourself, that you will go through it and you will finish it. So I think Mark here is a very good testament to our fellow members that it can be done. Okay,
Yes.
so with that, I think our next question begs the next question, which is
Yeah. It's
this.
about the case study. So, Mark, we all know that part of the APC process comes with a case study. Our question now here is, why did you choose your case study, and can you share to us how you evaluated the feasibility of having that case study as a valid one?
Yes, Sir Paul.
Yes.
So, in choosing my case study, I mainly factor in two considerations. The first one is it is something that has recently occurred during the time that I was working with my case study write-ups, and at the same time, uh, it is something I was involved with. Then the next one is that it is something that I am familiar with. So in my case, since I'm coming from a mechanical engineering background, so initially I drafted three topics, and I chose the one that is mechanically driven package. Since I believe that this concept of familiarity can also help me in not in both writing and up to the final APC presentation. So those two things are the factors that I have considered.
Mhm. It's good up kasi coming from the mechanical engineering background, your topic, the title of your case study is procurement of infrastructure project design improvement works.
Mhm.
So from there, given the mechanical engineering background, you find it that the technical background is something that you can also share or impart as you deal with um, your key item or your key portions of your case study. Uh,
Key,
yes. What was that? The term that you look for, that you have to present, that you have to
key
solve?
issue.
Is there key issues
Yeah.
there? I was lost with the issue part. Okay. So the key issues that you have identified. Okay. So I believe that all our viewers now are excited to see what really is your case study and how you have delivered it. So for under when you do the PICQS APC, you have to deliver your case study and in its entirety in 5 minutes. So before you start your case study, could you tell us what is the importance of having your presentation concise, and what should be the elements that you should be presenting it in the 5 minute?
Yes, Miss AJ. So it is very important to have the presentation in a concise manner, since the case study is first is of course the time frame allowance that was given, that you have to convey the study in a manner that it would be understood for during that time frame that is given. And since the case study is actually the first part of the APC presentation, so it kinds of give you the momentum as well uh, for the uh, for the whole APC presentation.
Okay. It seems like now we can feel that you are ready to do your case study presentation. So let me add in the stage your case study file and then take it away. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, okay,
Okay, so this is just an example of our multiple case studies that our candidates are preparing through. So while Mark is getting ready with the entire presentation, so you have to be concise. You have to ensure that you have experienced this the topic or the key issues that you are going to present. You need to ensure that you will be able to demonstrate the competencies that you have undergone or that you have experienced. So the whole case study is a demonstration of competencies that we have that are required for you to become a certified or chartered professional. Right? Okay. Now let us hear from Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
okay. So good day, everyone. I'll be presenting my case study, and this is entitled Infrastructure Project Design Improvement Works. And this presentation has been restructured for the purpose of this session. This presentation will comprise of the background, key issues, and options considered, including the recommendation on how the problem was mitigated. And the main issue of the study was that during the testing and commissioning phase, it was observed that an integral component of the facility was damaged. So it has the probable reasons of poor workmanship, failure due to design, or failure due to the operations. And in order for us to have a better understanding for these implications, we have checked on these three main reasons in order for us to take immediate actions in order to solve, since this would affect the project completion and operation. And we investigated it further, and it was found that the error was a combination of testing and commissioning error and design. Since in this project, the design and testing responsibilities is by the client and the contractors engaged are to do the works, so there will be cost implications on the client's end. Um, and to give an overview, the rectification works pertains to those works intended to restore the system to full operation condition before the main contract completion. This is to ensure that the system is functional while the design improvement works are necessary. Enhancement needed to prevent this from further happening in the and recurring in the future. Thus, the formulations of the following options were formulated. So option one will issue both the rectification works and the design improvement works on the main mechanical package. This can provide a quick resolution considering that the works can immediately proceed upon issuance of site instruction and considering if all materials are readily available on site. However, it was found that there are or OSM dependencies on the clients and resulting to uncertainties on the expected arrival of equipment on site. So this resulted in the formulation of options 2 and 3, wherein the design improvement works will be tendered as a separate package. And it will be constructed during the operation after the plant handover. So the rectification works can be conducted during the main mechanical works to ensure that the plant will still be on its operational state upon main mechanical contract completion. This would also provide us the time frame for the design finalization, issuing tender invitation, and planning the delivery of the materials for the design improvement works. Um, and while both options 2 and 3 would allow sufficient time frame for the design preparation, tendering and procurement of necessary equipment, option 3 was recommended to the client since it also offers risk mitigation when it comes to warranty-related issues. By adopting a single vendor arrangement for both main mechanical contract and design improvement works, this approach mitigates potential complications when it comes to multi-vendor warranty-related issues during operational phase. Additionally, the rectification works were carried out under main mechanical contract package in order to restore the plant to its operational state before the main contract completion, ensuring that all systems are functional. And the contract was awarded to the same contractor for the main mechanical works. Construction works commenced early 2024 and the material delivery prior to commencement of construction works. This approach minimized the client's exposure, particularly to warranty-related issues, and being able to have the facility running upon main contract handover. And furthermore, this option 3 was also resulted in the minimal disruptions in plant operations. It ensures continuity in the production, and from a financial perspective, operational revenue remains maximized, with the potential to retain of up to 100% of monthly revenue. This is achievable since the design improvement works can be completed without impairing more than one system at a time, preventing significant downtime and maintaining overall plant efficiency, which also equates to prevention of production and revenue losses. And lastly, for the project's learnings and key takeaways, the case study is really more on the balance approach strategy. That instead of rushing the schedule, then this provided the necessary time frame to effectively mitigate the risk in relation to time, cost, quality, and overall project exposure, to thorough risk assessment and effective communication to all stakeholders. And thank you very much for listening. And that concludes my presentation. And I do hope I was able to share the key points of my study.
Okay. This is actually the part where you will be sharing, Mark, because what we will do is Paul here will conduct the actual, again, the assessment and throw you questions. No, but kidding aside, kidding. Okay, so what we are going to highlight here is your walkthrough. Can you give us a walkthrough? That is already the end product. So
Mhm.
what our viewers witness is your 5-minute presentation. But before that, you had to go through the GAMP and the POP2. So focusing on these two structured trainings, could you give us an overview what you had to go through and your challenges also?
Uh, yes, AJ. Initially, I did not really have any idea on how I will be able to present my case study. Given the time frame required on how I will be able to convey it properly in a way that it can be understood. So also on the case study write-ups, I actually exceeded the initial number of words, and it was something that was developed through the help of our mentors and our assessors. The mock sessions really helped a lot in in order to improve the final product of the case study.
That's a good one, Mark. So from the lens of an assessor and mentor, Paul, what I'm sure that you were seated, you were able to witness how Mark improved during the mock interview process. Could you tell us more about this?
Yeah, during for particular POP2, we got two sessions. We got two phases. One is a normal question and answer, just to break the ice, making our candidates like Mark feel the usual question and answer vibe during an interview. And during that part, we are starting to comment on their mannerisms, the way they deliver. There's sometimes people constantly using fillers or and so we comment that. At the same time, we make sure that their answers are correct and concise. Honestly, I've been attending, even though I'm not one of the facilitators for that session. I'm attending in the background, and I am noticing the improvement. For example, Mark, I'm sure that you would see yourself that before you're more of reserved, and you're shy when the facilitator asks you the question. But right now, just after or during your presentation today, you see the level, AJ, you would see the level of confidence
Yes.
how Mark delivered his case study. That's what we are developing as assessor or trainers. And then I think the other critical part is during the mock interviews. Mark mentioned mock interviews really help because why? You are exposing yourself to different personalities, different assessors, different backgrounds. My background is contract administration, and I would ask Mark a lot of question about contracts, about warranty, about blah blah blah. So, and then maybe the next assessor is more on the technical side. So, if you expose yourself to uh, more mock assessor, mock interviews, you would feel all you could receive all the possible questions that might be asked.
Yes.
So, I think Mark, you would agree, correct?
Yeah, yes, Sir Paul. I 100% agree to that.
Mm-hmm. So you became more confident, and then you became less anxious of what could be the question of the assessor when I sit for my final interview. And then knowing the project and knowing that you have experienced it, and the questions would definitely come out from how you have written your SOE and how you have written your case study. Correct? So it's just giving you the feel. So the mock interviews are probably giving you the feel of being more confident in delivering your answers because you know it from the back of your at the back of your hand. It's already there because it happened. And yes, the questions coming from the assessors will definitely be from your SOE that you have written and the case study that you have written. Yeah. So,
Well,
but while undertaking this, because people might be asking the question, how were you able to pull it off in 1 year? What are
mhm.
the challenges, or what is the scenario that you have? In the Philippines, you have to face traffic every time you go to work. So how are you able to manage your time? Nag-work ka pa ba? Some people will ask, are you still working? He's probably not working.
I think the main challenge really in undergoing the APC process is time management itself. Since you really have to balance all I would say three factors: your family, your work, and attending structured trainings and classes. And also during that time, I also remember that that was also the time that I was expecting a baby. So uh, it really has some challenge on the planning of the schedule. But I believe it is possible by probably first is to have a time management plan, then also manage the expectations of your family, friends, and colleagues, that there really is a time allotment that that would that is needed to prepare for the APC, and of course the discipline and staying committed as well.
Mhm.
I think yes. No? Well, Paul, did you have a, would you like to have a comment on what Mark has shared?
Well, I hope that Mark did not name the baby APC or anything related to PICQS. Maybe we will start to have a list of APC babies that are going to be future PICQS committees in the next 20 years. But
Oh,
Mark, congratulations, of course, on your
Thank, thank,
baby. And
thank you, Sir
then
Paul.
I know it's a very big challenge to balance personal life, APC. APC is very demanding, and also work. Definitely, there's sometimes you need to go overtime. Sometimes you need to still meet with your counselor. So I really admire the dedication that you've made, and like what AJ was highlighting a while ago, you continued from the start until the end continuously. So that dedication is really commendable, and we appreciate you. And of course, we hope that you also pay it forward. And we're expecting you again, subject to your availability, to continue the legacy that you have started.
Yes, yes, Sir Paul, definitely.
yeah, 100%. So please take note, Mark Edipan is ready to be your counselor. Are you ready to be a counselor, Mark?
If the opportunity permits, then I'll do what I can with what I have to give back as well.
That's the spirit. So AJ, don't worry, Mark. We will not throw you out for yourself because we also have not structured. We also have training for assessors, for trainers. We also train the trainers for the information of everybody. So if you are already a corporate member or you want to be a trainer, a lecturer, some structured training does not require you to be a corporate member to actually share your knowledge. But we train the trainers, and again, if you're willing, anybody, all the members that are listening that have this specialization, subject matter experts, contact the chapter, contact the committees that are involved with the training that you want to be participating, and we will always welcome you and we will provide you the proper training to be a trainer.
Yes. Yeah. So we look forward. So having the corporate membership level or attaining the corporate level membership um, doesn't stop there. So it doesn't end there. Your journey is just starting. So we are looking forward to having Mark as one of our subject matter experts, one of our trainers. A shout out to all our structured training heads. Actually, one of them has already probably making his presence felt. Ju Modrigo, our P3T and Papon, one of our structured training heads. Congratulations, Mark. Well-deserved achievement. Thank you, Ju.
Thank you, Sir Ju.
Yeah, Ju is also one of our products of APC, no, and
Yes.
we're really proud to see everybody, the increasing number of our participants, of our members who are challenging themselves in undertaking their own APC, and then practicing, of course, and paying it forward. Yeah. So, yes. Go ahead, Mark. Paul. You would like to share our next P3 PAP 2 schedule.
Actually, our next pop to schedule, as published, is going to start from 31st of May, and it will run until the 2nd of August. So it's every Saturday. And this includes the two stages of POP 2. The first one is the Q&A, again, as I mentioned, trying to train the proper question and answer exchange, soft skill development. Listening skill is important. That is always an issue because if you aren't able to understand the question and you give a different answer, that gives a different impression to the assessor. So we have adapted our training to make or to improve the listening skills as well. And then after that first stage, we also have the grand mock interview where the candidate will have the feeling of actually running or actually undergoing the interview itself. They will come into the interview with their dress, with their best attire, prepared as if it's the final interview. And then the assessors will provide them a feedback, which I hope and I know it is always helpful because we are already picking up weaknesses and room for improvement during that session. So all the commentaries, I would just again remind that these are constructive criticism. We sometimes can be harsh, but that is for the better of our dear candidates, our dear trainees, and we want you to succeed. So we want you to go through the process as again commented by RICS. We are doing a very good job in training our members. So that's for POP 2. We will be announcing the formal registration. So for those that are qualified who have reached the stage where they can enroll, do not be shy. I tell you that getting that MPICQS at the end of your name as a professional achievement is really worth it. So
Yes.
we are going to welcome you this year's POP2.
Yes. Thank you so much, Paul. That's our PAP2 Global Committee Head. Yes. And how about you, Mark? Would you like to? The floor is yours to give your message of thanks to your mentor, your colleagues, your friends who have supported you all the way, your APC journey. Go ahead, Mark.
Yes, AJ. So I would also like to take this opportunity to thank, of course, PICQS for giving us the opportunity to participate in the structured training and helping us through the APC process. Of course, to our mentors, assessors, and trainers during the APC process as well. Particularly to the mock assessors um, that really gave time, that really gave their time and knowledge to us, um, in order for us to schedule our mock assessments to them. And of course, to my family and friends and colleagues as well, in understanding across throughout the process that uh, that I really had to take some time to commit in order for me to proceed on my APC. And thank you very much for understanding during those times. Um, and of course, I would also like to thank Miss AJ and Sir Paul for the invitation and having me here. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and also to our fellow PICQS members and viewers. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, Mark, for being our featured guest today. Thank you very much, Paul. Your testament being the global committee, and I think appeases our viewers today to challenge themselves and take the PAP2 and further their structured training towards the end and reach the top. And we look forward, Mark, to having you in the PMLA group and also to becoming one of our trainers, active trainers and mentors later on. And yes, we're gonna see you in our next patch session, guys. And stay tuned. Check out our social media accounts, our social media account of PICQS, LinkedIn and Facebook for announcement of the structured trainings. And what are you waiting for? Start now. And then our P3T is the registration is closing on the 15th of February. And we're letting you go now, guys, and see you in our next patch session. Thank you very much and have a good weekend.
Thank you, and
Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Philippine Institute of Certified Quantity Surveyors or PICQS brings you another session of Patch. Join us as we feature the APC Journey of Engineer Mark Paredes from PICQS Philippine Chapter with his case study, Infrastructure Project Design Improvement Works. Join your hosts AJ Paredes and Paul Vera live via Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube channel on Saturday, February 8, 2025, 4 p.m. Manila time. See you!